Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Corrine, and today I have something that might interest you guys. As we all know, 1.0 is coming out very soon, and in celebration for it, I would like to make a best animation contest. Unfortunately, I do not have the money to have any prizes, but if your video does win, it will probably be viewed by a lot of people because I plan on making this contest very widely known, spread it out. So if a bunch of people were to see your video because you're the number one, don't you think that would increase your popularity by a bit? So maybe if you win, or well, even just entering the contest in general could increase your viewers and rates by a lot. So you should probably join in. I'm going to warn you now, the animations that you enter will be critiqued a lot. When the animations are entered, I will tell you what I thought was wrong with it and what was right with it. Another warning, big warning. There's little to no chance of you winning if you finish your animation in just a couple of days. I would like dedicated animators to show me their best work. So I expect quite a bit from anyone like Skibs or any other of you great animators out there. Just so you know, whoever you are will not affect how I critique you, but I'm hoping that it'll be better than most other people's. Luckily for us, the timing for 1.0 is just about perfect, as the majority of us will now be on summer vacation very soon. Because there are going to be so many new features, and we're probably going to need to get used to all the new tools that we can use, I'm going to make the final entry date on August 23rd, 2014. Because of summer vacation, you should get quite a bit of time to experiment with the new features and still work on your animation quite a bit. So you're getting 3 months to make your best work. I'll go ahead and go over some of the rules now. Video effects, voices, and third-party editing is allowed. I will ask that you don't cover up your video with a bunch of filters and effects, so that way we can give the less experienced people a bit more of a chance at winning. I will not penalize you for having video effects, but I would just like you to consider that other people will be participating, and it would be nice if everyone had a better chance. If your video has so many effects that it hurts my eyes or gets in the way of me watching it, then I will penalize you. The main focus must be on Mine-Imator, specifically 1.0. You shouldn't start working on your video until 1.0 is released. Before it's released, instead what you should work on are some story ideas or make some characters or scenery that you can use once 1.0 is released. You may have something like live action or 2D, heck even Cinema 4D and other programs are allowed to be used, but the main focus is on Mine-Imator 1.0. So if your video is something that isn't the main focus on Mine-Imator 1.0, then I will not accept the video. Your story can be about anything. You can have as much blood and graphic scenery as you want. If you feel like your video is very graphic, however, please link me the video in a private message, as the majority of the Mine-Imator community is still very young, and I feel like they shouldn't be exposed to certain types of media. The number one rule, though, is that your video must mainly be made with Mine-Imator 1.0. Now, I'll go over a few tips and tricks. First off, if you have every character using the default walk animation, I will penalize you. Time for me to rant. I'm tired of seeing so many videos using the default walk animation. It's so easy and common to see. I absolutely hate it. This contest is about skill, not how quickly and easily you can make your animation. So next tip, there is no time limit. Your video can be as long as you want it to be. I highly recommend that your video is at least 5 minutes long. If your video is too short, it's unlikely that it will show your true animation and storytelling potential. Normally, great stories can go on for quite some time. Simple stories will not be penalized, but it would be much better to have a long, complex story. Be warned though, do not make your video too long with an average story. How good the story is should be in correlation with how long the video is. Simple stories will get boring after a while, and if you have to watch it for more than 10 minutes of it, it'll be very bland. So be sure to have something juicy and interesting to show and tell. Remember, longer doesn't necessarily mean it's better. P.S. If you give a great story, I will be more willing to approve of your animation as being the best. I love great stories. So for the final tip, use the new tools. It's time to leave your regular comfort zone, guys. 1.0 is out, and we have so many new things. Use the particles, use the fog, use the field of view, use as much as possible. I will credit you and praise you for making use of these new things. I highly encourage you to do this. Also, try to get creative, make rigs, add voices, have something you normally wouldn't see. Make it interesting. So that wraps it up for the tips and tricks. I'm going to go ahead and end this video on a note on how to enter. Step 1, go to the link in the description, and that will take you to the Mine-Imator forums. Step 2, you've got 3 options here. You can either send me a message on YouTube with the link to your video, you can send me a message on the Mine-Imator forums, or you can post the video on the forums link to the contest in the comments section. I recommend that you send it with either option 2 or 3 because I'll guarantee I'll see your entry then. I don't check YouTube messages that often, so there's always that probability of me not seeing it. Step 3, your video must be a YouTube video. I will not download any videos from Mediafire or other websites like that. Please post your video on YouTube and send me a link to it. Step 4, along with the link to the video, type in the name you wish to go by if you are selected to win, the title of your video, and how I should be able to contact you. Step 5, send me the video with the above information and I will register your name onto the entry list. I will not have your video shown on the original post, so if you post your video in the comment section of the forums, people will be able to see your video. If you don't wish for people to see your video yet, send me a message with the link and info on either YouTube or through the forums. When it is August 24th, 2014, I will not accept any more entries. I will post all entry videos on either the original contest post or make a new post that will feature the creations. If you don't wish for your video to be shown to the public at all, then please tell me. 5 days after the entry due date, I will announce the winners. I will give a top 10 and give the reasons why I like the chosen the most. So I really am hoping to get quite a few people to enter the contest. If there's any questions you need to ask me, go ahead and send me a message or comment it. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, and I am really looking forward to some of the entries. Comment your name and tell me if you would like to enter the contest, and I will add you to the expected entry list. So that's the end of this video. Go ahead and start brainstorming some great ideas for some great stories. I really do hope to see as many entries as possible. Good luck and happy animating, everyone.